By now we know that babies are really little, but they have a very large footprint in the area of stuff. So come with me to the store. We're going to sift through all the things that you don't need, and I'm going to make it really easy for you to make your baby registry. And at the end of this video, I am going to tell you the most important thing that you need to include on that list. I get it. You're like, Tina, your life is so glamorous. This is lunch on a Tuesday as a content creator slash mom slash educator slash nurse before we go in and film some content in there. So enjoy this little ASMR break for you. Oh, I can't stand the sound of people chewing. Also, that's my garbage pile slash mail pile. It's not going so well. So bye-bye, baby. Let's find somewhere else to go. If you know anything about geese, the rule of thumb is don't bother them. Back on track. I'm going to head now into Babies R Us. Now calm your teats. I know that you don't have Babies R Us there in America anymore, but I am sure that you can find some sort of incredible baby store that you can go into, and they're going to have a lot of the similar items that I'm going to show you in here. So let's go. The best way to fumble through setting up a baby registry is to break it up into 10 sections. Transportation, bathroom, first aid, clothing, activity, sleep, feeding, diapering, parents' choice, which should be an award, and the catch-all, miscellaneous. Is there anybody out there who can tell me why I immediately need to poop the minute I start shopping? The number one thing in your transportation section should be a car seat, because you're going to need one of these bad boys to even get your baby out of the hospital. Now, there's about a bazillion on the market. You got to pick one that works for you. Remember that your baby is going to be rear-facing when they are a newborn. From a mom of 4, my biggest suggestion would be one of these where it's a bucket attached to a base. This means that you can move the car seat in and out of the car with ease. Now, you can actually try these seats out in your car before you purchase them. Next thing on the hit list can be a stroller. Again, there's about a bazillion different types. It's going to depend on if you plan on having more kids and you want to get a double right off the jump, or if you're a runner and you want one with 3 wheels, or you want one with all the bells and whistles. Again, you got to go into the store, feel it out, and see what works for you and your family. Here's my PSA for the week. Anything you add to the car seat isn't actually safe for you to add to the car seat, including these little head supports or these shoulder strap cover. Baby wearing is really, really popular, and with good reason. There are a ton of baby carriers on the market, but you can find really great educational videos, and you can actually try some of them on in the store. Although bath time is a lot of people's favorite times with their babies, I'm going to be honest here, you don't really need a ton of stuff in your bath section of your baby registry. Just so we're all aware, your baby could actually be dried off with an adult-sized towel, but if you want to add some cutesy things in here, you got to do it. One thing you will want to include is the actual bathtub itself, because those babies, they're little and they're slippery, and having a specialized bathtub is going to make bath time so much easier. One corner of the baby market that's super heavily saturated is that of baby soaps and baby lotions, so feel free to pick yourself up some, but you're not going to need these every day for baby, and you can check on their ingredient lists on the EWG verified website. Bath time's a wicked time for babies to start getting used to the sensation of a toothbrush in their mouth, and this baby banana toothbrush has made for some really cute photo ops. This is my holy grail product. I put it in my hospital bag because it makes meconium slip right off their skin when you use it, but after the bath, this is great for any rough patches. Let's talk baby first aid. There's really only a couple of medications I would recommend having on hand. The first one is, if you're breastfeeding, vitamin D. The recommended dosing on this is 400 IU per day, and the other one would be baby Tylenol, but always check in with your pediatrician before giving medication. Though it is the stuff nightmares are made of, the next thing on your registry should be some baby nail clippers, or better yet, invest in a glass nail file, and then of course, the nose Frida. If you know, you know. Your next item should be a baby thermometer. Now, if you're not okay with this type of thermometer, then you might want to register for a touchless thermometer. Moving on to clothing, I would definitely put a pair of scratch mitts on your registry because those nails are so sharp, but just keep in mind that babies shouldn't be wearing these all the time because they need to explore their environment. While I really don't like onesies in the hospital, they definitely have their place once you get home with baby, and while these are cute, I prefer the onesies with the snaps down the middle. I can almost guarantee that your baby's going to spend a ton of time in sleepers, so do yourself a favor and get the ones that have the zipper that go from the bottom up for those nighttime diaper changes, and bonus points if they have the fold-over scratch mitts built in. And you could go ahead and put really cute baby outfits on the registry, but just keep in mind people are going to buy what they want to buy regardless of what you have on your registry. And if you live somewhere chilly, me too, don't forget the hats. The activity section is all about the things that are going to keep baby busy and developing. Now, these jumpers are not actually recommended by physiotherapists. this, so check in with the experts before you invest. But we do know that tummy time is really important for developing babies, and a play mat like this can really help them enjoy it. Baby swings are lovely, and there is a ton on the market for you to choose from, and baby seats that bounce and vibrates. My kids love these. And if you're looking to have bigger items on your registry, a pack and play is a really nice item to have. It provides you with a safe place to have baby contained through many stages of life and a secondary changing station. The sleep section, which is so important for those babies that are going to sleep through the night right away, am I right? Pick a crib that matches your aesthetic, just make sure that what goes inside the crib is sleep safe. Make sure if you're using bumpers that they are breathable, that you're putting your baby down on their back to go to sleep, and you are not piling that crib full of things like blankets and stuffies. If you're wanting your baby to sleep in the same room as you, you can always put a bassinet on your registry to keep it company. And if you're into white noise, a sound machine is an easy plug. If the air where you live is particularly dry, or you read up on the benefits of a cool mist humidifier, this would be the place to put it. And I can tell you right now, inevitably, the sleep sack that your baby is put to sleep in is probably going to get dirty, so adding a few extra sleep sacks is a really good idea. This style with the Velcro is my fave. And while we're in the bedroom, I cannot recommend a rocking chair enough, but you just have to decide if you want to put it on your registry or not. Let's talk food. If you are formula feeding your baby, of course you're going to need formula, which you could put on your registry, but it might take you a few weeks to figure out what formula is the right fit for your little one. And if you want to put royalty on your registry, you want to pop the Baby Brezza on there. For formula feeding, you're also going to need bottles and nipples, but again, the market in this area is saturated, so you might want to buy some sample packs and not buy a ton until you know what your baby likes. And regardless of how you're feeding your baby, when you use the bottles, you have to do the dishes, so get yourself a drying rack. You can get something cheap, or you can put something real cute on that registry. If you want to talk information overload, let's talk breast pumps, because there are so many different types and makes on the market that it is hard to know what you are going to like and appreciate. So my best advice here is to talk to parents who have used breast pumps and ask them what they liked and what they didn't like about the pumps that they chose, and then put one on your registry. The one thing I can suggest is this Haka silicone breast pump or their Ladybug breast milk collectors. You will thank me when you see that extra milk going into the freezer. Your nips, they're going to be sore. Lanolin, add to cart. And with all the bottle washing, these microwave sterilization bags are incredible. Get some breast pads on your registry. If you're not leaking milk, they are actually really good so that lanolin doesn't grease your clothes. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you need a supportive pillow to be successful in whatever type of feeding you are going to be doing with your baby, so put a breastfeeding pillow on your registry. The feeding section's also where I would put all of the cute bibs and the burp cloths, because trust me, everything you own is going to be covered in spit up. And sure, let's put pacifiers in the feeding section. These are my all-time favorite soothers, but don't put them in the crib with them to sleep. Instead, you can put them down with one that doesn't have a stuffed animal attached to it. Now, soothers, like everything else, is a saturated market, and you might take a few tries to find out what kind of soother your baby likes. When we're talking diapering, the first thing you have to decide is if you're going to go disposable or cloth diapers. If you're going cloth diapers, it is a whole nother bag. It could be a whole video, so find a community of people that know what they're talking about. Otherwise, you could just spend and have no idea what you're spending on. For disposables, you just have to find the brand that fits your baby the best, and that's going to be trial and error, but you can definitely put diapers on your registry. And wipes are no different. There's about a bazillion of them, so just find the company that you like and stick with it. Did you know that they make these? These are wipes warmers. They are by no means a necessity, but if you want to put something fun on your registry, this might be the item for you. Don't come for me, but personally, I despise the Diaper Genie. I think it's a really overpriced garbage can, but some people, they really love it. There are other diaper disposal units on the market, but you do need something to dispose of the nasties. And the diaper bag, the thing that's going to replace your purse for the next 2 or so years. Basically here, you're just going to find something that you like, and if I could recommend something, I'd say go with a leather material so that you can wipe it down easily. Alright, parents' choice. Okay, a belly band is something that you might want to consider using postpartum to give your core a little bit more support. Even if you're not putting it on your registry, there is a high probability that you're going to need at least one nursing bra. And then I would definitely recommend putting a hands-free pumping bra on your registry. It's going to make your life so much easier. You will get to take home your peri bottle from the hospital to clean up down below when you use the toilet, but this is a really bougie model that lets you spray from any angle. And parents, witch hazel is your friend postpartum, so invest in some of this foam, or you can get some pad liners. This is not going on your registry, but you're going to want to pick this up for a little project we're doing later. And lastly is miscellaneous. If you are wanting a baby monitor, a baby registry is a great place to put it. You just have to decide how many bases you need, how many cameras you need, and if you want to go Wi-Fi or no Wi-Fi. I always suggest a couple of these diaper caddies. This way you can put everything you need for diaper changes in them, and then you can have a couple of them around the house. These are my all-time favorite baby blankets. These are muslin swaddle blankets. They are humongous, they are lightweight, and they are so versatile. Done and dusted. I am bagged, but we have gone through all of the things that are really important for you to pick up or for you to put on a baby registry. And I did say at the beginning of the video that I would tell you the #1 thing you need to include on your baby registry, and it is things for you. Please don't forget that you have just had a baby. I'm going to let you in on a secret here. People are going to come and see your baby for the next month or so, and every time they come, they're going to bring something for baby, but people often forget that you had a baby. So put stuff on your registry that's going to make you feel good as you are healing following having a baby. Things like a postpartum doula, or a gift certificate for a massage or a haircut with childcare included, or like a coupon book like we used to make when we were in grade 6 for things like take my kids to the park or walk my kids to school so that I don't have to. Put stuff like that on your registry so you don't get forgotten about. Now, we picked up some stuff in Walmart at the last little bit there, and that is going to be for your bathroom basket. So come with me while we set that up to make your postpartum healing journey a little bit easier.